Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to do this video to inform my viewers on all the different types of options you guys have when it comes to getting installs or getting a unit made, because there's so many. First off, before we even begin, this beautiful hair, oh, y'all. This hair is actually a 360 frontal. It is 324s, and I do have a video where I demonstrate how I made this 360 frontal. I'll have the link below in case you guys want to check it out. It's a start to finish tutorial. Let me say this about this particular unit. This is the best unit I have ever made. Let me show you something. Do you see how flat that is? Baby, that is so flat. Like, girl, like, do you see that? So far, this hair is so soft. Like, look at that. The last time I straightened this hair was last week actually. And like, this is no product on it whatsoever. Like, there is nothing. And for it to only be 3 bundles, it is so full. Like, let me show y'all. Like, that is 3 bundles of 24 inches. And you know, with 24 inches, usually they get kind of thin. Like, do y'all see how I'm just running my fingers through this hair? But basically what a 360 frontal is, you have lace all around the perimeter. From the front to the back, you have nothing but lace. And in the middle of the 360 frontal, you have nothing. So that is pretty much where you would either sew the tracks on the braid if you're getting a sew in, or if you're making a unit, you would just sew the tracks on the actual wig cap, and then you would have your wig. With the 360 frontal, you do get a little bit more of a natural look without having any of your hair left out. In comparison to the frontal, which is a ear-to-ear lace frontal where you can pretty much part your hair anywhere, you can do the same thing for the 360 frontal. However, when it comes to maybe you're a girl who likes to wear your hair in a high ponytail or a high bun, you can get almost the same look with using a 360 frontal or a frontal. Only difference is when it comes to the back of your hair, you would probably have to have some of your hair left out so you can cover the back tracks so they won't show. Now, if you have a 360 frontal, you don't have to worry about that. You just put your hair in a high ponytail and you see nothing but, you know, hair or lace or whatnot. It looks very, very natural. One thing I will say that I do like about the whole 360 frontal and the whole frontal thing is just the ability to be able to part your hair anywhere, and it looks fabulous. When you have a 360 frontal or a frontal in general, you really don't need a whole lot of hair. When it comes to having an install where you have a 360 frontal or even a frontal, you don't need that much hair. You're not even going to be able to squeeze that much hair in. If you have a wig, you can kind of manipulate things a little bit more compared to, you know, having it sewed in. So we just talked about the 360 frontal. 360 frontal has lace all the way around. The frontal has lace just from ear to ear. When it comes to having a 360 frontal or a lace frontal, I think it is very important to bleach your knots. Now, it's not so important when you have a closure, because a closure you can easily manipulate your part with just applying concealer like I always do. Because with a frontal, and you would see these little black dots that's on the lace, you definitely want to have it secured down. The last install, with all 3 methods, you are able to secure your unit by sewing it down or you can use an elastic band to secure it down and not have to use any type of sewing or gluing. So pretty much with the elastic band, it makes the wig more snug. It secures it down without necessarily having to glue, gel, or sew the unit down. I prefer this method because I'm able to take my unit off every night or every day, and I'm able to switch out my hair without being obligated to a certain hairstyle. Now let's talk about closures. Closures is basically just a section that goes either on your sew-in or on your wig. Probably about that big, sometimes a little bigger. Parting space is very limited, so if you're not going to part your hair in all these different ways and braid your hair and, you know, have your hair in a half up, half down look, I say go for a closure. They're cheaper than a frontal. They're cheaper than a 360 frontal. They take less effort, so I say go for it. Frontals was just one of those first hair piece that you can put on a unit or an install and not have to worry about having any leave out. With the whole frontal movement and the whole closure movement is you don't have to do a lot of manipulation to your real hair. You don't have to worry about blending any leave out or burning your hair. You can definitely put 4 to 5 bundles in your hair. Even if you had a sew-in, you can still put 4 bundles in because your closure is probably going to be about that big. So it's not going to be big at all compared to frontal when you have ear to ear lace, or compared to a 360 frontal when you have lace all the way around. Hopefully this video has answered a couple questions that you guys may have about all these different options that's available for units and hair installs. Make sure you stay tuned for the final hair review on this particular hair. I'll have more detailed information. So be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all new videos that is posted. And if you want to get more information on this hair and find out what my thoughts are on this hair, definitely make sure you are a part of the notification gang so you can be notified once I do post a new video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs me up, of course, and I will see you guys in the next video.